Hey guys, Vazzy back here, and it is time for episode 18 of our Quebec Nordiques Draft to Glory franchise mode here on NHL 25. Is it finally going to be the time that this team does something? We're going to find out very soon. Taking a quick look at the coaching staff as we always do, no changes here, I left more or less everything the same. Brunette is still the best coach in the NHL, and he will be leading our team. Going to our lineup here for this season. Overall, I think this is the best forward group we've ever had, +5, +3, I think that was. The issue is Desnoyers now dropping to an 86 at 33 years of age. Even having a good year still dropped him, and Lemaire going down to an 84 after putting up 65 points. Both of those are very concerning to me. So we'll have to see what happens. At least Lefebvre up to an 85. Tavares, our medium elite player that we just drafted in the second round, up to an 80 overall, will make his NHL debut. On the defensive side of things, I don't believe any changes here. Chemistry is looking better than it ever has. And then in the net, William Lassell, 96 overall franchise potential goalie, 32 years of age, has just carried this team every single way he can. So that's what our team is looking like this year. I think we're super stacked, but we'll have to see how we actually perform. Going to the upcoming draft class, is there anything here of note? Yeah, there's actually a decent amount of guys that are projected to be first round potential anyway. So we'll have to see where our pick comes in, probably going to be later. But, hopefully there is some options still available to us that can play on this team. But, like always, let me go start the simulation. I will meet back with you guys toward the end of the NHL season. So I honestly have no idea how this team does it, but we keep getting better and better. 2 weeks left to go, we could potentially hit 60 wins on the season. I'm pretty confident that we haven't done that yet with this team. We've had some very good seasons, we've been doing very good the past few years, but I don't think we've been anywhere close to being that good. We'll see if we do get here in just about a week's time. We'll have to go undefeated in our last 2 games. Let's see, Ottawa first, that's a win. And against the Washington Capitals, that's a win. We go 60, 17, and 5. What a insane season here for your Nordiques. Hopefully that means good things going into the playoffs, but oh great, we have the Montreal Canadiens. Our rival that has knocked us out so many times before in these playoffs. We will have to go through them in round 1 if we want to make any run at a Stanley Cup. So let's go take a look at the standings here. 60 wins, 17 losses, 5 overtime losses, like I said. 125 points. That is good to win the Presidents, but just barely. Vegas also putting up 60 wins is insane. 2 teams to do it in the same year in the NHL, that is unheard of. Looking at our individual point scorers, Rouleau, 98 points. Wow, just out of nowhere, he really broke out this year. That's amazing to see. Rossi, Joseph, Desnoyers, Lemaire, everyone is just doing really good and contributing. Tavares, I would have hoped for a little bit more, but 28's not awful as a rookie. Defensively, LaBelle, Belanger, and Norman. Those 3 have been so solid for us as offensive defensemen. And in the net, Lassell, 43, 12, and 2. 918 save, 2.36 goals against average. I have to think that's another Vezina Trophy win. Only 57 games played, which is a little bit low, but I think those numbers are good enough to get him that award. So let's go look at Montreal. It's been a few years, I believe, since we played them. We lost to Tampa Bay, I want to say it was last year, so we didn't face them then. Montreal at this point, they still have some good players, but it's definitely the weakest that we've seen them so far. 65 on the 4th line. Defensively, that's right, they lost DuPont. They still have Guérin. Outside of that, the defense is okay, nothing super special. And in the net, they have Fowler, who's down to an 86 at 32. Okay, this is the best chance we have to beat the Canadiens. The Canadiens have been stacked for years upon years. If we want to beat them, we want to go on a run, we have to do it now. Let's go, guys. First 4 games. Starting off at home in Quebec. 3-0 shutout. Game number 2, that's a 4-1 win going to Montreal. That is a 3-0 shutout. And Montreal takes game 4, 6-2. So up 3-1. Just need 1 more win. Game 5 is 4-1. We finally slay the beast. We have beaten the Montreal Canadiens in round number 1. Alright, that is amazing to see. Who are we going to be facing now in round 2? Oh, we have a rematch of last year, the Tampa Bay Lightning, the team that eliminated us in 7 games in the first round. Again, let's go see what their team's looking like, see if they made any changes over the past year. They did have a pretty good team if I remember. Yeah, they have Frondell, they have Morrow, the medium franchise guy. And they still have some pretty good depth overall across their team. Defensively, Crombine 86. The defense is okay, nothing super special. And in the net, they still have Ned Merricks, who is definitely good enough to steal them some games. Okay, so again, this is a tough team, but we have to get through these teams here if we want a cup. First 4 games at home to start things off, 5-1 win, followed by a 5-4 win. Going to Tampa Bay, 2-1 win, and a 4-0 shutout. We have swept the Tampa Bay Lightning. We have finally made it on to at least the conference finals, where we're going to be facing the New York Islanders. So it's going to be a tough road. It does not get any tougher than that. The defending Stanley Cup champions up next. This team has been doing amazing in the sim. Let's go see what they are looking like here before we play them. So Yzerman up there, Bjork, Preston. Yeah, they have a 83s on the 4th line. Defensively, honestly, no holes. All around an 80, if not 85. And in the net, Yolonen. Yeah, this is going to be a very tough team. This is by far the best team we have played in a number of years. And yeah, they could give us some trouble here for sure. All right, New York Islanders. Let's go. Conference Finals. Game 1, that's a 4-3 win. Game number 2, that's a 5-4 win, or up 2-0. 5-2 loss followed by a 6-2 win. One more win, guys. Come on. And just like that, 5-2, we are going to the Stanley Cup Finals, where we are going to be matched up against the 60-win Vegas Golden Knights. The battle of the two 60-win teams. That is insane. Alright, let's go see what Vegas is looking like to give them that much success. So Letourneau is over there now, Ryder Ritchie, Fleury. They have a good team. They have a lot of depth. McGroarty there, but not a ton of superstars. Oh, I say that. Defensively, they signed Landon DuPont to $24 million. Wow. Malmstrom there, another really good superstar defenseman. Chubasov in the net. So they have a few good players, but I think the Islanders are a better team. I'm just going to say it. I don't know. All right, here we go. Jumping into this game here since it's the finals. First period, 2-0 Vegas. Second period, 3-1. Ramsey gets one back for us. And in the third, 3-1 final, the Vegas Golden Knights take game number 1. Okay, it's one game. Let's just get back in this series here. Another home game. Let's tie this up at 1. Let's have a good first period. Let's put some goals on the board. Here we go. First period, 3-1 Vegas. Rousey gets one back for us. Second period, no goals. And in the third, we get a couple back, but we fall 4-3. So just like that, we made the Stanley Cup final. We've had an amazing run, but we are down 2-0 to the Vegas Golden Knights. This is it really right here. You guys want a chance? We'll win this game. First period, 1-0. Second period, 2-2. Rousey gets one for us. And in the third, 5-3. All right, that was a must win, and we did. All right, still on the road here in Vegas. We have a chance to tie this series up at 2 after coming off a big 5-3 win. Come on, let's go. Let's tie this series up at 2. First period in Vegas, 2-0 Knights. Landon DuPont gets one of their goals. Second period, no scoring. And in the third, we get one back, but it is not enough. Just like that, the Stanley Cup Finals, we are on the verge of elimination. That absolutely sucks. But we're not done yet. We had 60 wins on this season for a reason. We can still come back. First period here, 2-1 Vegas. Rousey gets one for us. Second period, 2-2. Tavares ties this game up at 2. Just resume sim here. The Knights get a goal by Fleury. Okay, come on. Tavares, there we go. Ties this game up. And Tavares again. There is the hat trick for the young kid in the lineup. 4-3, 5-3 now. Rouleau. Okay, just like that. 5-3, 5 minutes left, I think, at this point. We're safe to sim the rest of the game. It's a 5-3 win for your Quebec Nordiques. We survive in the Stanley Cup Finals and will push at least one more game. On the road in Vegas, it's going to be a tough environment. Come on, just push it one more. Let's go home to Quebec. First period, 2-0 Vegas Golden Knights. Second period, got a goal back, Rousey. Again, let's just resume simulation here. Shots are pretty low on both sides. Power play, LaBelle ties this game up at 2. Okay, 10 minutes left. 2-2 game here. Third period, and we get another one back. McLean there, 3-2 Quebec. Okay, so we're fighting from behind, but we're coming back. 2 minutes left, 1 minute left, 4-2 Quebec. Just like that, we're going to Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Alright, here we go. This is what you leave it all out on the ice for. A home game 2 at the Videotron Center. Just play a good 60 minutes. Oops, did not mean to jump into that game there. Let's go sim it. We'll do the ×8 sim all the way through. And we'll see if we'll be hoisting a Stanley Cup or if it's going to be Vegas's year. Final game here for the battle of the 60 win teams. Still crazy that we both made the Stanley Cup Finals. We both had 60 wins on the year. That's just absolutely crazy to me. So late into the first period here, shots are pretty even. They're out shooting us just barely, 0-0. Vegas opens up the scoring. Malmstrom there on Lascelles. Alright, so 1-0 through 1 period. Still tons of time left in this game. Power play Quebec goes nowhere. And 2-0 Vegas. Another power play for the Vegas Golden Knights. It's killed off at least. 2-0 halfway through this game. We've come back from 2-0 down before. Come on, guys. We need a goal, and we need one soon. Approaching the end of the second period. Going into the dressing room down to 20 minutes to go. Right off the bat, McLean, 2-1. We are right back in this game. Come on, guys. 15 minutes. Vegas adds a goal to make it 3-1 on the power play. 10 minutes left. There's still lots of time. Come on, guys. Let's get a goal here right away. 4-1 Vegas. Safe to sim the game. And the Vegas Golden Knights are your Stanley Cup champions. That is a very frustrating end to a very successful year. Going through all the awards here. Rouleau won the Hart. Wow, 98 points. Was not expecting that. Rossi, Lady Bing. Calder there. No, it's not our guy. It's the Lynch. Lascelles gets a Vezina and a Jennings. Okay, so he's back there in his prime form. Outside of that, no other award winners. That's such a tough way to go, though. I accidentally did sim through the draft lottery and retirement screen. There wasn't anything super crazy this year. Just frustrated with that Game 7 loss. Did not stop the sim in time. Minnesota does hold the first overall pick in the draft. We can sim to our pick later on. Malkin there, 83 overall. Yeah, it's definitely a better draft class than the past few years anyway. Not super strong. Again, no franchise player. Where are they at? Looking at the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. So Briere and Boudreau there. Ooh, that's tough. So both probably medium top 6. Let's see. The ETA. 1 year out. Okay, to 3 years out. Okay, we're going to go with Briere here. He is the gem. He is 75 overall. Medium top 6 playmaker. That is a very, very good pick there in the first round. Okay, second round. What else do we have available for us from our league? So Chow there, American, can't take him. Facette, honestly probably Daniel DuPont, maybe low elite. Gonna have to take him now, and he is only a low top 6. So not awful. I don't think there's really anything better that we missed out on at least. Third round now. Is there anything else available up here? So we have a low top 4 defender, offensive defenseman. Could be alright. Potential elite goalie, but we won't have access to him unfortunately. Marchand there actually looks good as well. So let's just go with the sure thing now. We'll go the low top 4 defender. He's actually 65 overall. That's not terrible. Not great, but we'll take that. With the 4th round pick in this year's draft, I think we could probably wait on Marchand for now. And Walters we don't have access to. Honestly, maybe Laflemme. Just get another goalie in the system. I haven't drafted one in years. Ooh, 60 medium backup. It's not great. Wouldn't mind taking a shot on another one if there's anyone available. But let us see. So going back to the Quebec League, you do have another goalie there, Como. But let's just go Marchand now, honestly. Low elite, 61 overall offensive defenseman. I could totally see him spiking at some point and becoming a very, very serviceable NHL defender. But we will see. So what else do we have here? Another goalie there. Outside of that, everyone is just totally unknown, unfortunately. Let's go with the goalie again. No one else better here to take. Medium backup again. 64, at least the overall is better. And then in the 7th round, is there anything left for us to pick up here? Let's see, so Dundas there, apparently the next guy to go. Not much else available. Honestly, let's just take a shot at him. Another goalie, third one. He's actually the best somehow. Medium fringe starter, lowest overall though. And there you go. There is our NHL entry draft done once again. Briere and Marchand should be players for us. Everyone outside of that, it's very, very hit or miss. Alright, so I think that's going to do it for today's video. Most successful season we've had out of, 18 years now with the Quebec Nordiques. Unfortunately, it just wasn't enough to get us over the finish line. So overall, I will go take care of everything for the offseason, the coaches, the re-sign stage, everything like that, like I always do. But we're going to see, is that the closest we'll ever get to a Stanley Cup, or will we finally win one? That'll do it for this episode. I will see you all in the next video.